Well, hey, I'm so glad you found the time. Jump onto Facebook and see me and talk to me, and let's talk about your obsession with perfection. Let's talk about all the crock of things that you are telling yourself is why you're really not actually doing something and getting out there and creating the success that you said you wanted. Now it's March. Are you really that far ahead from where you were in December? Why aren't you? Why aren't you doing something huge and big and amazing and failing quickly so you can adjust and tweak it and keep moving forward? So today I really want to talk to you about perfection a little bit more and talk to you about not only, we all know the reasons why we're stalling, but there might actually be benefits, yes, benefits, to releasing all of your stuff, to sharing your message, to sharing your story, your voice, to claiming all of that in bite-sized, imperfect pieces. Hi, I'm Amber Griffiths with Your Brand by Design, and I'm here to tell you I'm a maker of legends, for reals. And I'm a brand strategist, and I'm the CEO of Your Brand by Design, and my whole intention and the reason why I show up and put on shoes sometimes is to make sure that you have someone somewhere. If you can't do this for yourself, someone somewhere is giving you permission to show up huge, to turn up the volume, to live loud, to get loud with purpose, and create some waves in your little world. So, again, I want to talk to you a little bit about your obsession with perfection and why there's actually benefits to moving forward in small pieces. So first and foremost, one of the things I hear from people is, it's just not perfect. I don't want to send people to my website because it's not quite where I want it to be. I really don't want to do a Facebook Live yet because I'm not quite where I want to be. I don't want to put out the book because it's not quite where I want it to be. I need to edit it. I need to polish, blah, blah, blah. To those people who it's just not good enough, so I don't want to send people there yet, I have to ask you, truly, in your heart of hearts, get serious and think about it. Will it ever be good enough? Not because it's not amazing and not because it's not great, but in your head, in your mind, at what point has anything in your world that you've created as any piece of content been good enough to share? When was the last time something was so perfect that you were like, yes, everybody gets to see this. I want everybody to have a piece of this. I cannot wait to explode that out. It will never be good enough for those perfectionists. I am a recovering perfectionist, and I will tell you right now, my website isn't where I want it to be. And that's okay. You can go to it. It's yourbrandbydesign.com. In fact, I invite you to go to yourbrandbydesign.com/the road. THEROAD. That's a pretty good page. You could actually go check that one out. And no, my website's not perfect, and I'm okay with that. You can go there anyway. Learn how to share stuff before it's perfect, because perfection is a myth. It's right up there with life balance. It's not a thing. So get comfortable with things not being 100%. Get super comfy with releasing stuff, knowing there's still work to do. It is better to get out there, because chances are, there's going to be things that you will notice and you'll be the only one who does. And I know I'm not the only person who has read professionally published books and found typos. It will never be perfect, so let go of that. Realize that it will never be good enough. You will spend the rest of your life, thankfully, making adjustments and tweaking as you evolve. And that's the really good news. So the second thing leads right into that. If it's 100% accurate, that makes me really sad for you, because that means one of two things. Either you have taken way too much time to make your website perfect, because again, it's not really a thing that can happen, but you've spent way too much time making your website perfect, way too much time making your Facebook profile amazing, way too much time obsessing over your LinkedIn contacts without actually putting anything new out. There we go. Phone call. It's live, people. So when was the last time that if it's perfect, that means you have spent so much time doing that you haven't put out anything new. You are just tweaking and adjusting and altering and everything else and not putting out something new. It also means the second part of that is you're probably not growing. If it is accurate and completely caught up with you, you're probably holding very, very still, because every single day your website should be out of date from where it was yesterday. That's the kind of growth you should be creating. That's the kind of evolution you and your business should be creating, right? You should be evolving and growing and doing things new every single day, so that anything online, and certainly anything in print, is never going to be 100% accurate. Otherwise, you're just not growing. Another thing is, and this was pointed out to me by a fabulous coach that I'm working with, because I said, I really want to get this done. And so this is the date I'm going to start it, and this is the date it's going to be done, and it'll be perfect. It'll be done. Yeah, not perfect. But I'm not going to start it till then, because that's when I'll have more time, right? In April, I will have more time. So total vulnerability here. I had update website content for about 18 months. Had it up on my whiteboard as my to-do list. 18 months. And I made little tweaks, and that's okay. But I really wanted to up-level everything. That's been a few years ago. Didn't get done. Because in my head, it was like, I have to stop everything and put all my attention into fixing this one piece. All my attention into fixing this one process from start to finish. Really? So backward thinking. So backward thinking. First of all, especially something like a website, that's not going to happen. Again, you should be growing and evolving so that you don't have time to just take 2 weeks off. Let life stop while you take 2 weeks off to update your website. Here's the other part of that. If everything new that you're putting out right now, and everything new you're creating, all your new networking events that you're going to, your podcasts that you are on, your events that you're attending, everything you're doing to grow your business. Hey, Tara, thanks for joining. Everything you're doing to grow your business today. Do you honestly think, hey, Jill, nice to see you. Do you honestly, truly believe that you are going to be less busy in 30 days than you are right now? Do you honestly believe that if you said, in May, first part of May, that's when I'm going to attack this project. That's when I'm going to write my book. That's when I'm going to fix my website. If everything you're doing right now is working the way it's supposed to, and we hope it is, do you honestly think you have more time then or now? Here's a suggestion for you, and it actually leads into the fourth reason why I think you should release your stuff in little bite-sized imperfect pieces. It is better, honestly, and I mean not a judgment call, but Google likes you better when you make little small edits, when you update things. Not like if you were to take your website completely down and put it all back up a week later. Google kind of has a hissy fit with that. They're not really happy. But if you were to just take a little bit, Jill, you are so welcome. This is the time for calm. If you're going to be in your house anyway, let's focus on the little pieces of why you don't have to be perfect. You are welcome for the lack of crazy. Why wouldn't you just say, okay, today I'm going to worry about the About Me page, and don't overhaul it necessarily unless it's way out of date. Go in and make little tweaks. It takes less time right now in this moment. Then it's accurate. You can go, okay, my About Me is totally fixed. And Google goes lots of points if you need to go. You get more points if your website's been up longer. So don't take it down. So I know I'm focusing a little bit on website, but this is the same thing about a new brochure. If you are trying to up-level your brand in any way, if you are trying to, hello in Vietnam, how are you? If you are trying to keep your brand going, which you should, it should evolve with you. Do it in bite-sized pieces. It is more manageable. It makes it actually feasible. And everyone in the world goes, oh, she's making changes. Oh, he's got some updates. Because whether it's Google or your tribe, anybody who's following you on Facebook, anybody who's following you on LinkedIn, they get to say, oh, wow, that's new. Let's go check that out. Rather than throwing all your stuff out at once. And it's kind of like, I don't know, it'd be like 25 days of gifts instead of 1 day of all the gifts. But if you can send out little pieces, say, hey, you know what, I got a new message. Hey, I got a new photo. Hey, I got a new About Me page. Hey, you know what, I'm a speaker. By the way, did you guys know I was a speaker? Love to speak. Say, hey, I've got a new bio. Do little bite-sized pieces. It's better for your tribe. It's better for Google. It's better for your sanity. it's okay to do it in small pieces. So if you have any questions about that, is anybody out there, with those of you who are following and listening, are you that perfectionist that says as soon as it's 100%, you can have it? Are you the kind of person who says, it's not quite accurate, so you can't see it? I would love for you to share. This is an open invitation. Send me the links to your imperfect stuff. Go ahead and throw it in the comments. If it's not perfect, I would love to see it. If you want some feedback on it, I'm happy to do that too. But really, this is just an exercise in putting out your imperfect perfection. I would love to see the links to your website that's not 100%. Show me if you're writing a book, how many pages have you got? How many chapters? Does it need to go to an editor? Does it need to go to a publisher? Does it need some photos? By the way, if you are writing a book, or if you are working on a project that needs actual imagery, you can check out shutterstock.com. It's a great source for some really fabulous stock photos that doesn't always look like stock photo. So there's a helpful tip for you too. Take a minute today and figure out, what little tiny thing can I spend 20 minutes on and make it updated? If that's, I need a new logo, awesome. Figure out how to make your logo from the horizontal version to the vertical version, or make the square version. Or if it's in color, make it black and white. Little things like that, they actually will come in handy, by the way. If you've ever taken a logo class from me, you will know you need to have both color and black and white versions of your logos and all different shapes and ratios. Do something like that. Go into your bio, go into your About Me, whether that's on your website, one of your social platforms, and update that one thing that's really been bugging you. Because then, again, that's just a little bit of, ta-da, look what I did today. Everybody looking for you will love it. Everybody involved with you is going to love it. So check that out. Just take a little bit of weight off your mind. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be now. Just do it in pieces. Do it now, because you're going to be super, super busy. If all your marketing and all your brand is working the way it's supposed to, you're going to be busier in 30 days than you are now anyway. So learn how to do incremental stuff. Google's going to say thank you, and they're going to reward you. Your tribe is going to love you, and they're going to follow you further. And it's just going to make you, I don't know, you're going to sleep better, right? Are you guys checklist people? I'm a checklist person. Write out. This is one of those things where if you have a great big goal, if you put it into 20 pieces, then you can start just doing the little ones. It's a huge thing. Like, it completely feeds into the obsessive compulsive, but I don't care. It's really good stuff. So again, I invite you, put your links to your imperfect stuff in the comments below. I would love to see it. Love to offer some feedback, or just to celebrate the fact that you're willing to share it. Accept that you're imperfect. Celebrate that you're imperfect. And always rock on.